Nick Lavallee is a Manchester native who wears a lot of hats. You might recognize him from his stand-up.
Fun fact about Laconia, did you guys know that that's the only place in the world where you can get into a fight with a biker and a 12-year-old over the same skee ball machine?
Or maybe you've heard of his band, Danaher. But these days, Nick has been transitioning to a new form of entertainment, creating custom action figures.
I realize that I can insert my sense of humor and my passions in these figures, and people noticed. Are you ever going to see the Netflix movie Marriage Story? Are you going to see action figures made for that? No, but these are one of a kind, and you have Scarlett Johansson's character and Adam Driver's character from Marriage Story, with accessories too. This is a niche thing. To me, this has to be niche. If there's any sort of personality or figure or band or brand or entertainer who is popular enough to have a beloved fan base or devoted following, but niche enough that they wouldn't have an action figure of their very own, that to me is key, and that's the type of content I have to put out.
Under the brand Wicked Joyful, Nick started sharing his work through Instagram and Twitter, and people quickly took notice and started telling their friends.
Bill Burr in the Star Wars universe with that wicked thick Boston accent, I had to make him a figure, and that one definitely got me the most amount of attention. I've created action figures that to put into the hands of the band Weezer, the guitar player from Maroon 5, James Valentine, and I recently just made an action figure for Frankie Muniz and his wife Paige, which was a gift at their wedding. In terms of my popularity, I'm not quite sure how popular I'm becoming, because I have yet to hear from any single moms or aunts that want to date the custom action figure guy.
It's safe to say Nick is a kid at heart. Just check out his home/studio space.
Right now, we are at my house in Manchester, and we're sitting in what I call my nerd cave. This is my version of Superman's Fortress of Solitude, and it's just everything 80s and 90s, whether it's cassette tapes, VHS movies, arcade machines, video games, collectibles that are all pre-millennium. There's actually two people I really would love for them to see my artwork. The first is Rosie O'Donnell, which might sound crazy, but I love the movie Sleepless in Seattle. And young Rosie, she's a babe. We follow each other on Twitter. I did make a figure for her, but she has yet to see it.
The other person, a fellow Manchester native and comedian.
Today, I am working on Adam Sandler as Billy Madison, arguably his most iconic role. Adam originally was a Major League Baseball player and a George Clooney character. The process of making these figures, for me, it's actually kind of meditative because it gives me something to do to work independently, void of obligation.
Before the action figures find their way to the nerd cave, Nick rescues them from flea markets and antique stores, like Finder's Seeker in Goffstown.
Sometimes I'll just dig through and just try to find stuff that I can later use, or sometimes I'll dig through and I'll find something right away that it's like, oh wow, this looks like this character from this movie. Sometimes while I'm here, instead of just buying action figures for parts, I just want to buy back my childhood.
The mashup takes a Dremel and some paint. But Nick says it's not the actual figures that grab people's attention.
One thing I realized is that the figure has to be good, the packaging has to be great, because it's the package that makes everything a unique piece of artwork. Not everything is a traditional action figure. Sometimes it's just kind of a funny pop culture moment. So you have a Game of Thrones coffee cup in the action figure packaging. Similar to that, you've got the plastic bag as seen floating around in American Beauty. 246 toothpicks from Rain Man. And then Chris D'Elia's comedian, he had this reference to napkins.
Nick admits he had no idea when he launched Wicked Joyful that it would catch the eyes of so many people. But just like his figures, he's enjoying the creative mashup that is his life, letting his comedy, music, and creative juices flow.
It's totally surreal that I made an action figure for Frankie Muniz. It's completely mind-boggling that I garment dyed a tiny denim jacket for James Valentine from Maroon 5. This entire process, this entire passion project has been surreal, and I absolutely love it. I think the best thing to come out of this has been the reaction from people. If I can take anyone out of a mundane or depressive state and they can visit at Wicked Joyful and smile, laugh, or share the content with others, then it continues to inspire me and to keep creating more art.